Leela and then again some Kirtan. Maybe for 1 hour Kirtan and 5 minutes Krishna Leela. So I'll speak my 5 minutes and then if we have time we will have Kirtan. Om Jnana Timirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurun Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupaha Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Gurav Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Pada Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Brindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishthaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Nitinamine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshitarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shrivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna. So this afternoon we were speaking about Krishna's pastimes. Lecture Hindi mein, English mein? So we were speaking about Krishna's pastime and we killed Kaliya. Actually Krishna did not kill but we killed Kaliya this afternoon, right? And some of you were there, I'm sure, and you all remember how to kill Kaliya. Who will tell me before we begin? कोई फायदा नहीं हुआ कालिया को मारने का. No one remembers anything. Do you remember? Somewhat. Okay, tell me. I'll help you.
K is kill envy every day.
Kill envy every day. Yes. Don't be envious.
A is accept corrections.
Accept corrections.
L is live in the association of saintly people.
Very good. Live in association of saintly people.
I is invite Krishna into your heart.
Invite Krishna into your heart. Very nice.
Y is yield humility.
Yield humility.
And A is act with a pure heart.
With the pure heart. Wonderful. So they've killed Kaliya. Okay, I agree now. So Krishna's pastimes, when we hear, what is the effect of hearing Krishna's pastime? When we hear Krishna's pastime, we gain knowledge. Knowledge about ourselves, knowledge about Krishna, knowledge about our relationship with Krishna. In this world, the main problem is not hunger, poverty, etc. These are external manifestation of the root cause. And the root cause is we have forgotten our relationship with Krishna. Once that relationship is revived, all other external problems do not matter. So, the first effect what we have when we hear the pastimes of Krishna is that we gain that knowledge. We revive that relationship with Krishna. And at the same time, it absorbs our mind in Krishna Katha. When we are hearing, we are fully absorbed. And if you really are hearing with full attention, sometimes you may enter the pastime. You may actually see the pastime happening. So it absorbs you. Otherwise we are absorbed in all other things. But when we hear Krishna Katha or when we hear the pastime, then we get absorbed. It also has a very good effect that you become, after hearing the pastimes, you become a very good teacher. Teacher means you can tell people about Krishna. You can understand about the problems of life. You can bring other people to a situation where they can understand that why they are having problems. So good teacher means one who has knowledge and who can explain it very well and give the real benefit to the students. So the real benefit is given by a person who has knowledge of his relationship with Krishna. And a very important effect of hearing the pastimes of Krishna is that in our mind we set a higher goal. Because in the world currently, the problem is not that people have high goals and they are not achieving it. That is not the problem. The problem is people have low goals and they achieve it. And that is what they call it as success. So the pastimes of Krishna explains us that there are higher goals. There is a highest goal what we have to achieve. And the ultimate result of hearing the pastimes of Krishna is that Krishna appears in our heart. The more we hear, the more we absorb, the more we understand, Krishna comes into our heart. Now somebody may say Krishna is already in our heart in the form of Paramatma. But Prabhupada always called Paramatma as a localized form. This is the word he used for Paramatma, localized form. What is the meaning of localized form? Paramatma is only for this material world. He is not there in the spiritual world. Don't think that in the spiritual world there will be Paramatma guiding us. Why? Because in spiritual world, we ourselves are in knowledge and Krishna is there present in front of us. Why do we need Paramatma? So that's why Prabhupada always called it localized form. So we don't want that localized form in our heart. We want eternal form of Krishna in our heart. And that is why we should hear more and more about Krishna. The pastimes which we may have heard many times. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used to hear the story of Dhruv Maharaj and Prahlad Maharaj 100 times. Like when I first time heard this, that Mahaprabhu heard 100 times Dhruv Maharaj's story, I was thinking, what will he gain? The same story. Dhruva is 5-year-old in the first story. In the second story, 5-year, third story, 100 times you are hearing, he's 5-year-old only. He's not changing. It is not that when Mahaprabhu started hearing, he was 5-year-old and by the time Mahaprabhu came to 100 times, he became 20-year-old or something. But because they give happiness, and the happiness goes on increasing. Anandam buddhi vardhanam pratipadam. That is why we should hear again and again. We may know the story, but we should hear it again with realization. So that is why today again we will be speaking on a very wonderful pastime of Krishna, which usually we speak in the month of Kartik. So you know which pastime I'm referring to. Damodar Leela. I was thinking which pastime. In fact, in the morning I had some different pastime in my mind. When I told in the afternoon that evening we'll have another pastime, I had another pastime. But I don't know, Krishna Balaram wanted something. By the time evening came, it changed. He said, no, we should speak on Damodar Leela. So I hope all of you know Damodar Leela, right? How many of you have heard Damodar Leela earlier, any time in your life? My God, I thought everyone will raise a hand. Do you know which Leela I'm talking of? Krishna was bound to the mortar. So how many of you have heard? Please raise again hands. Oh, many have not. Surprising. Okay, those who have heard again, no problem. You can relish it again. So Damodar Leela is a very wonderful pastime. It speaks about the love between devotee and Krishna. It speaks about how Krishna is controlled by love. Although he is the supreme controller, he controls everything. Everything emanates from him. Aham sarvasya prabhava. But then he is controlled. Like his name is Ajita. Ajita means no one can win over him. Unconquerable, Ajita. But he can also be conquered by love. Brahmaji says this, Jito Jito Pyasya. You can win over Ajita. How? By love. So this wonderful pastime, this teaches us this. How Krishna becomes surrendered. Although in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna demands surrender. Sarva dharman parityajya mam ekam sharanam vraja. He is demanding surrender. Whereas the devotee does not demand surrender. There is no description that a devotee told Krishna, you have to surrender to me. Devotees always say, we want to surrender. So Krishna demands surrender, we don't surrender. And devotee does not demand surrender from Krishna, but Krishna surrenders out of love. And this pastime shows this. A wonderful pastime. How Krishna is. And also it shows that Krishna in any position is always looking to shower his mercy. Even though if he is bound, he still showers his mercy. That is Krishna. Suppose we are bound, we will not think about liberating others. The first thing we'll say, let me first come out of it, then I'll think of liberating others. Krishna is bound, but he wants to liberate others. That is his nature. So we will hear this wonderful pastime. It starts when Parikshit Maharaj is hearing Srimad Bhagavatam. 4 days are over. Parikshit has not slept. He has not eaten. He did not even drink water. He was sitting there just hearing Krishna Katha. 4 days were over. And then now Shukdev Goswami has spoken about many kings from different dynasties. Lot of other pastimes, lot of other incarnations on all 4 days. And now Parikshit wanted to hear about Krishna. So Parikshit told that enough. Because Parikshit was going on hearing, but in the beginning of 10th canto he says, enough. I have heard a lot about the kings. Now I want to hear about Krishna. Why? He says, I cannot be satisfied unless I hear about Krishna. Nivrit tarshe rupagiye mana bhavoshadha shrotra bhirama kauttama shloka gunanuvada puman virajeta vina pashukna. Parikshit says that Nivritta tarshe rupagiyamana, those who have given up everything in this world, Nivritta tarshe, what have they given up? The material illusion which people run, Trishna. What is the material illusion? that we can be happy in this world. It is like in a desert you run for water, you see water, and when you reach there and you try to have it and you realize it's just hot sand. He says, Nivritta Tarshay, one who has given up all these things, running behind these illusory things, he can enjoy Uttama Shlok, he can enjoy about Krishna. Krishna's one of the names is Uttama Shlok, one who's glorified by the best of the verses. So he says, I want to hear now, Puman Virajit Vina Pashugna, one who is not hearing about Krishna is like a person who's killing the animal. Pashugnat. And then Parikshit and the Shukadeva Goswami starts speaking about Krishna. He speaks about his birth, how he came into the womb of Devaki, how Devaki was, before that how Devaki Vasudeva got married, then how Krishna came, all those things. Wonderful. All the demigods were praying to Krishna. When Krishna was in womb of Devaki, all demigods came and prayed to Krishna. And then Krishna appears, and then his pastimes. He goes to Gokul. It's a wonderful description. Devaki and Vasudeva were waiting for years for Krishna to appear. They were taking all the trouble. They were seeing their own children being killed right in front of their eyes just to see appearance of Krishna. Just to have Krishna as their child. And Krishna appears and goes to Gokul. He doesn't stay with them. If anything like this happened in this world, what will we call him? Cruelty. Krishna is so cruel. Devaki is waiting for years. And she's facing all the troubles happily, so that Krishna will appear as my son and I will be able to see his pastimes. But Krishna goes to Gokul. And there he performs wonderful pastimes. So when Parikshit heard this, that although Devaki gave birth, but she could not witness the childhood pastimes of Krishna. Why? Because he went to Gokul. And here, we don't see that Nanda Maharaj or Yashoda, they were undergoing a lot of troubles. Kamsa was troubling them, killing their children. Nothing like that. They were absolutely normal. And they get to see Krishna as their child and all the childhood pastimes of Krishna. So a question comes to Parikshit Maharaj's mind. And Parikshit asked this question. Nanda kim akarod brahman shreya evam mahodayam yashoda cha mahabhaga papo yasya stanam hari. He says, please tell me, Nanda kim akarod brahman. Hey Shukadeva Goswami, please tell me, what was it that Nanda Maharaj did? I have not heard anything that he performed austerity, he did anything like that. Nanda kim akarod brahman shreya evam mahodayam. Look at his fortune. Krishna is playing in his courtyard. Nanda kim akarod brahman shreya evam mahodayam. And he says, Yashoda is more fortunate than Nanda Maharaj. Yes, Nanda Maharaj is fortunate. He's seeing Krishna playing in the courtyard. He's taking Krishna. He's holding Krishna. But Yashoda cha mahabhaga. Yashoda is more fortunate than Nanda Maharaj. Why? Papo yasya stanam hari. That Supreme Personality of Godhead was drinking milk from Yashoda. And basically what he was saying, that Yashoda used to be all the time with Krishna. Nanda Maharaj used to go out for some work and all. Yashoda never left Krishna. You were always with Krishna. So Yashoda cha mahabhaga. So when Shukadeva Goswami heard this, and he wanted to describe the glories of Yashoda, and then he described this pastime of Damodar. So when Parikshit said, Yashoda cha mahabhaga, so then Shukadeva Goswami agreed, yes, Yashoda cha mahabhaga, Yashoda is more fortunate. And why is she fortunate? So then he starts describing the pastime. And then he says that one time Ekada, what had happened was that Yashoda was hearing a lot of complaints about Krishna. Krishna was growing. And as the child grows, we know we get a lot of complaints. If the child is very naughty. Here, of course, the child is not allowed to go in neighbor's house. There it was not like that. In Vrindavan, Krishna could go anywhere. So he used to go to houses and he was stealing butter. Krishna is a thief. He steals. And he's the greatest of the thieves. We had this Purushottam month recently. Last year, I think. This year? Last year. This year we had Purushottam. Yeah, this year, just last month. And throughout the month we were singing one very nice bhajan. Telling Krishna, you are the greatest thief. Chaura graganyam purusham namami. Why is he the greatest thief? Just because he steals butter? Just because he goes and he's never caught? Is that the quality? No, he's the greatest thief because what is he stealing? Shri Radhikaya hridayasya chauram chauragraganyam purusham namami. He steals the heart of Srimati Radharani. Shri Radhikaya hridayasya chauram. And for us, anek janmarjit pap chauram chauragraganyam purusham namami. Anek janmarjit papa chauram. We have accumulated a lot of sinful reaction for millions of lifetime. Anek janmarjit. And he steals that away. That is why he is the greatest thief. The other thieves can take your mobile, maybe your money, maybe some other things. But Krishna steals away all our sinful reactions. Anek janmarjit papa chauram. And that is why he is the greatest of the thief. So he is a thief. And he was going to houses of the people in Braja, and he was stealing butter. And he was only stealing butter, by the way, not paneer or cheese or anything. Maybe paneer was not there or something, I don't know. But he was stealing butter. So and Yashoda was hearing complaints, and Yashoda could not believe it. They had 900,000 cows in their house. Somebody who has 900,000 cows. Will there be any shortage of butter? Will there be any shortage of milk? Will there be any shortage of curd? Anything. 900,000 cows. So Yashoda could not believe, why my son will go and steal? One who has so much. But then complaints were coming again and again. So one day she caught Krishna and she asked, do you go out and steal? I've been hearing so many complaints about you. Why do you go out and steal butter? Why don't you eat at home? You want butter? Tell me. I'll give you as much as you want. Why do you steal? Krishna says, apni mehnat ka khana chahta hu. Right? Not in the house. I want to work hard and eat. So that's why I go out and do that. So anyway, she was getting a lot of complaints. And she thought, and what kind of complaint, what kind of stealing he was doing, Krishna, not just stealing. So sometimes he used to go to someone's house for stealing, and suppose he couldn't find butter. Now you should be careful. You should always keep butter in your house. Because if Krishna comes and he doesn't find, so what he used to do, the children were sleeping, he will just pinch them so that they start crying, or do some other activity, break something and go. Why there is no butter? You know. Like here you see there are some thieves, they meet you, if you do not have anything they will hit you. But if you have anything, give them peacefully, they won't hit you. That's what happens here. Krishna is also, everything is coming from Krishna. So Krishna, he used to see nothing is there. And what kind of, and he was very innocent. So if he goes and even if he's caught, there is a description, one time a gopi caught Krishna and she, come on, now I'll take you to Mother Yashoda. And he looked at that gopi and he said, What are you saying? Am I a thief? You are saying that I have stolen from your house? I thought this is my house. You're my mother. As soon as he said that, Gopi started crying, and by the time tears ended, Krishna had run away from there. See, so innocently, he is very good in talking, Krishna. And his devotees also sometimes are very good in talking. So Krishna is very good in talking. So sometimes he used to do that. That one wonderful pastime I have narrated many times, that one time a gopi was really thinking that now I have to catch Krishna. Actually, why they were catching Krishna? Not they were against Krishna. They were waiting in their house. They were keeping the butter every day so that Krishna should come and steal. That was their happiness. They were, while making butter every day in their house, they were thinking Krishna should come and steal. They were not making for their children. They were not worried whether my child will eat or no. Krishna should come and steal. So Krishna knew that, and that is why he was going to everyone's house for stealing. But then they were trying to have nice pastimes, so sometimes they used to catch Krishna. And one wonderful pastime where she caught Krishna. She said, today I'll take you to Yashoda. And he said, Krishna, please don't do anything but don't take me to Yashoda. As if Krishna was very scared. In fact, he was scared. Krishna was scared of Yashoda. Because when Krishna performs pastime, he doesn't remember I am the Supreme Personality of Godhead. In Vrindavan, he forgets that I am the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And even if he remembers, others do not like that. Like one time Krishna was telling his friends, he said, I should tell them who I am. So he sat down and he said, come on, do you know who am I? So they looked at him. We know you from childhood. What are you talking of? He said, no, I'll tell you my identity. Okay, who are you? I'm the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Bhagavan. Everyone started laughing. Just imagine we are calling Krishna, you please save me, you're the Supreme Personality. And there Krishna himself says to them, I'm God, I'm Bhagavan. They start laughing at Krishna. So it's so embarrassing, na? You tell someone your identity and they're laughing at you. Krishna says, okay, I'll prove you. When I was just few days old, Putana came and I killed Putana. She was a huge demoness. When she actually fell down, her body was 20 miles long. So, or 12 miles, I don't know, whatever. So, such a huge body. So Krishna says, I killed her. Who can do that if I'm not Bhagavan? Children said, we know everything. He said, what do you know? He said, when Putana came, there were Brahmanas chanting mantra in front of your house. It is the power of mantras that killed Putana. You only took the credit. Krishna says, oh my God, everyone knows I... So Krishna kept on telling this and nothing they agreed. Krishna said, finally I'll tell you one thing which you cannot ignore. I lifted Govardhan hill. And this was right in front of everyone. You can't say Brahmanas were lifting or something. I lifted Govardhan hill right in front of everyone. 7 days. What do you say? A boy just 7-year-old, he could do this. So I'm Bhagavan, that's why he did. He said, we all know what happened. Krishna says, what? I mean, at least the whole world knows that I lifted the Govardhan hill. He said, it was our sticks which were holding. Right? You were just showing this like this. It was our sticks. If we would have removed sticks, then everyone would have died. So like that, Krishna wants also people don't believe there. One time in Nandagram, one of our sannyasis was doing Pradakshina in Nandagram, and there is a Hanumanji temple behind. So one Brajavasi Pujari, he was doing puja to Hanumanji. So just out of curiosity, our sannyasi asked him, Are Baba, you are Brajavasi, why are you worshipping Hanuman here? You should worship Krishna. So the Brajavasi says, Krishna to apna hi hai na, ghar ka aadmi hai. Visitor to ye hai, bahar se aaya hai. Hanumanji is a visitor, so we are worshipping Krishna to apna hi hai. He's our own. We don't have to worry about him. So we don't worship. So they don't believe Krishna is Supreme Personality of Godhead. So now this pastime, so Yashoda was hearing all this. So I was saying this lady, who caught, and she said, I'll take you to Yashoda. And Krishna was pleading, don't, but she didn't listen. She said, today I'll take you. And then Krishna became angry, threatened that gopi. He said that, can you all come in front maybe? Those you can just, I think there's space is less behind. Okay, please make sure whoever is coming late may sit on the chairs now. Not to disturb the whole class. Thank you. I can speak without background music. Those of you interested in background music, please switch off your mobiles. And if anyone's mobile now rings, he will have to give the further class from here then. So Krishna told her, threatened her now, please, I'm telling you, don't take otherwise. She said, what do you mean otherwise? He said, see what will happen, I'm telling you. So she got further angry, and she just took Krishna. So she was holding Krishna. And Krishna kept on saying, please don't do, I'm telling you, please. She didn't listen. So finally she reached Yashoda. She called out to Yashoda, come out. Look today, you don't believe when I come and tell you that Krishna is stealing. Today I've caught him, brought him with me. And then Yashoda came out, and Yashoda asked, yes, what is it? She said, see, today I've caught Krishna. You don't believe? Look, Krishna is here. He was stealing butter in my house. Yashoda looked at the boy and looked at the gopi and started laughing. And the gopi was amazed. What is this? Why are you laughing? Yashoda said, I had heard that all of you think Krishna as your child. But I had not heard that you think your child as Krishna. She said, what do you mean? She said, look. So she looked. Instead of Krishna, it was her own child. And she looked and she slapped him. Hey, tu kahan se aa gaya yahan par? Something like that, She was like, I brought Krishna, how come he is here? So anyway, she was bewildered, and she was taking anyway. Now she cannot say anything, and Yashoda was laughing that you brought your own son, saying that you caught Krishna. So then she was going back. Half the way she reached, and suddenly Krishna started speaking. See, I had told you, don't take me to Yashoda. And she, oh Krishna, how is it? Krishna says, this time I told you don't take, this time I have become your son. Next time if you take me to Yashoda, I'll become your husband. So she said, okay, I'll never take you. So like this, complaints were coming. Yashoda was hearing. So one day on the Deepavali day, it was a Diwali, and Krishna was sleeping in the morning. Yashoda got up early. Earlier than Krishna. Krishna wakes up every day 3:36 in the spiritual world. 3:36 is his time to get up. Because he has pastimes, different pastimes he does. It's divided. So he gets up, he has to wake up at 3:36. How many of you get up at 3:36 every day? Wrong question, sorry, I should not have asked here. Krishna wakes up every day in spiritual world. That's why here in our temples, we wake him up around 4 o'clock. So, this is material world, so we allow him to sleep for another 20 minutes or something, or 30 minutes, something. But in there, Yashoda doesn't allow him to to sleep like that. So anyway, Krishna was sleeping. Yashoda got up even before Krishna, because she thought that let me make butter myself. Maybe the maids are doing it. Yashoda was queen. She had so many maids, so she never did it. That is why Shukdev Goswami says, the first time she was doing. Why? There was no need. There were so many maids, they were making butter. But she thought, no, because they are not doing it out of love. That is why Krishna is going and stealing outside. Let me make for him. So, ekda grah dasishu Yashoda nandagehini. Ekda, one time, this was on the Deepavali day, she told all the dasishu, all the maids, don't do anything, I'll do it. You do all other work, butter I'll make for Krishna. You all don't know how to make. So she started making. the butter. So she was churning. In the morning she got up and she was doing that. So it is very nice description that she was churning. How many of you have done the churning? I'm not talking of mixie and all, mixture. Actually with hand. You've done it? Oh, very nice. Why are you raising your hand? You may not have even seen how to do the churning. So Yashoda was churning. So there's a churning rod and a rope to it, and then you churn it. It's very nice. I mean, I've seen it. I've not done it, but I've seen it. People doing it right in front of my eyes. It's wonderful. And so there is a pot, and then it goes on like that. So she was churning, and she was wearing bangles. So there a nice sound was coming, as if the kartals are being playing. Chick, chick, ching, chick, chick, ching, chick, chick, ching. The music was going on. And she was having flowers in her hair. And she was doing that for Krishna. And while doing, she was singing. Actually, all the Brajavasis, they were singing every day the pastime what Krishna has performed the previous day. So they used to make it into bhajan and sing every day. So suppose he has killed Aghasur, so next day they will be singing about Aghasur and all those things. So Yashoda was churning and she was singing. Govinda Damodara Madhaveti. How many of you have heard this song, bhajan? You like it? Śrī Kṛṣṇa Govinda Hare Murare He Nath Narayana Vasudeva. Śrī Kṛṣṇa Govinda Hare Murare He Nath Narayana Vasudeva. He Krishna Govinda Hare Murare He Nath Narayana Vasudeva. Jivva pibe swamritam metadeva Govinda Damodara Madhaveti. Okay, I know you will not be able to sing. So she was singing Govinda Damodara Madhaveti. She was singing about Krishna and she was churning. And then it was like the bangles were playing the kartals because she's singing, so kartal need to be there. And the flowers which were there in her hair started falling down to her feet. The acharyas explained the flowers were thinking, she's such a great devotee. She's doing for Krishna. We should not be on her head. We should be on her lotus feet. So they started falling down. And then Krishna got up. So when she was doing this, Krishna got up. And when the child gets up, the first thing he wants is his mother. So Krishna started looking for Yashoda and hidden, and so Krishna heard the sound that Yashoda was singing. So he came, a very small Krishna, little baby, and he just came walking. And he saw Yashoda, she's doing the work. So he caught hold of that churning rod. The rod was there, and Yashoda was doing, and suddenly he caught, and she saw, oh, who's this? And this is Krishna looking at Yashoda. And he was so sweet. Like when our children, they come like this, we feel so happy, right? Just imagine if Krishna comes as a child, what happiness will he give? We can't even imagine the happiness Krishna gives as child. This is told, like Dashrath Maharaj, when he used to see Krishna, he was so engrossed in seeing Krishna, he was so absorbed, he forgot about, ruling the country. So he used to be just there at home. Thumak chalat Ramachandra bajat penjaniya thumak. So he was just singing like that. And sometimes he used to, Lord Ram is walking and he's not able to walk and he'll fall down, and then Kaushalya. Dhai mat god let Dashrath Kīrtana thumak chalat. So Krishna is the child Krishna is there as child in the house. Just imagine the happiness the parents will have, the love they will have. So Krishna looked at Yashoda, and Yashoda was overflowing with the love. And she thought, okay, he's hungry. I have to feed him. So Yashoda took Krishna. She stopped the work. Actually, Krishna, by holding that, was saying, your first duty is to feed me. I'm your child. So first do that. So Yashoda took Krishna on her lap, and then she started feeding Krishna. And Krishna was drinking milk from Yashoda, and he was enjoying. And then Yashoda had kept some milk for boiling in the kitchen. And suddenly she thought, oh, it's going to be boiled, so I have to rush. So she kept Krishna down on the floor, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Krishna was not ready, he was not willing, he wanted to drink more, he was trying to hold on to Yashoda. She said, kept him down. And she went to see the milk. Now sometimes people think that here you are serving Krishna, how can you leave? You shouldn't have bothered about the milk. Who bothers about the milk? 900,000 cows you have, why you bother about the milk? You should bother about Krishna. But Acharyas explained that milk also was for Krishna's service. So a devotee can leave sometime one service if the other service is really important. So Yashoda rushed, and Krishna was not very happy. He said, I have left spiritual world and I have come here for her, and look at it. कोई value ही नहीं है मेरा इधर घर में, She's put me on the floor. At least, she could have kept me some nicely. No value. He said, I'll show today to Yashoda my value. She has to value me. What does she think? So then Krishna decided that he'll do something which he has never done till now. And what was that? Stealing butter in his own house. He has done it all other places, but never in the house. Now he was going to steal in his house. Not just stealing, he wanted to break the pots also, show his anger. When the child is angry, he wants to do something. He wants to draw attention. You have seen that? Sometimes the children are going and they start crying, they get hurt or something. And then they start crying. Why do they start crying? They just want attention. Everyone should look at them. And I'm telling you, don't look at them, they will stop crying. Right? All of you have experience. You are more experienced than me. I have no experience, but I've seen that. You don't look at them, they'll stop crying. But if you look at them and ask them, oh, what happened? Then they'll start crying. So Krishna wanted to attract attention of Yashoda. He said, what to do? And he saw there was this pot of curd, which Yashoda was churning, obviously. So he took it is called, the grinding stone. Earlier we used to have this, what do you call it? Silbatta, silbatta, thank you. So silbatta sil is down or batta is down? What is it? Sil is down and batta is what you have. Okay, so there was batta, you can say. That small stone. And Krishna took it, he aimed at this pot and broke it. All the curd started coming out. And then Krishna thought that, it's not enough, I have to steal butter. So he started running, and when he was running, his feet were going into the curd, which was so making the signs, where is he going? So footprints were there. And so Krishna was going, he went into other room, and then he saw there was butter. He put the mortar, wooden mortar was there, and then he stood on that, started taking the butter down and eating and giving it to monkeys. Monkeys also came. Krishna served monkeys like anything. Even today we see Vrindavan is full of monkeys. One time they had taken all the monkeys. The government decided to take all the monkeys away from Vrindavan. They are creating a lot of nuisance. People were complaining. So they took all the monkeys away. Just imagine, no monkeys in Vrindavan. But I think it was only for a day or two. They had to bring it back. I don't know for what reason, but all the monkeys were back in Vrindavan. Because this is Krishna's Vrindavan. Krishna served monkeys. One time Yashoda asked Krishna, why are you so attached to monkeys? All the time you keep playing with monkeys. Look at you. By staying with monkeys, you started looking like monkey. So then He said they had served me previously and I couldn't do anything for them. Now I'm doing something for them. So when I came, Yashoda didn't understand what is he talking. He was talking about when he came as Ram. All the monkeys served him and he couldn't do anything at that time to them. The only thing he could do is revive them. It is said that after the battle was over with Ravana, so Lord Ram revived all the monkeys who had either died or who were hurt in the battle, everything. So that's the only thing, but he couldn't do much. So he wanted to do something. Now he was feeding them butter. So even today there are a lot of monkeys. And you know the difference between the monkeys in Vrindavan and monkeys in Barsana. Really I have seen, I have heard, and I'll tell you the difference. Next time when you go, you can see the difference. Because we haven't heard that Radharani was stealing butter somewhere, right? Have you heard? Radharani was going out and stealing, doing this, anything. But Krishna was stealing. So I was one time in Barsana with a group of devotees. And we were at Sankri Khor. You know, when you do the parikrama of Vrindavan, then you pass through a very narrow passage. Sankri means narrow. So narrow passage. So we were there are two mountains on this side and this side. It is said that Krishna used to throw butter, etc. on that. So even today they seems to be like that. So we were sitting on them and I was just narrating. So when I was speaking, I saw some monkeys around. So I just announced while speaking when I was speaking, I just announced, please take care of your bags. We have monkeys here. So take care. So there was a small boy there, local boy, Barsana boy there. He was just standing there when I was speaking, he was hearing. But when I said this, so he came to me. He said, don't worry, these are monkeys from Barsana, they don't steal. I said, what? We have never heard monkeys not stealing. What we have seen monkeys is you carry and then they'll climb on your shoulder and take away your spectacle, you won't even know, right? And if you're carrying something in hand, they will just snatch it. I have seen many times it happens in the streets of Vrindavan. Matajis are shouting and then they're just snatching it and taking it away. So we have seen that. And he said, no. So he said, these are Radharani's monkey. They don't steal. It's only in Vrindavan, Krishna's monkeys, they steal. The small boy was telling me. And I thought, yeah, that's true. You just imagine a small boy can teach you philosophy. I was just thinking I should give him the mic rather than I'm giving the class. He's the perfect person to speak. So he said, these are Radharani's monkeys. And I have seen in Barsana, I've been going for so many years, they don't steal. They don't jump on you, they don't snatch anything. Yes, they will be there. If you give them, all the monkeys will come around and you can give them. But they don't snatch. Whereas monkeys in Vrindavan, Krishna's monkeys, you can't, they keep you alert in Vrindavan. When you walk, you keep looking here, there. From there, the monkey came. I've lost so many things in Vrindavan. My slippers, I don't know what they do with that. One day I was there in some shop in Loi Bazaar, and so the shop was like this where you had to sit, so I kept my slippers outside and I just went. When I came back, no slippers. And then I saw one monkey sitting up there with the slippers. So many things, they just take it away. They'll just steal it. It's their right because Krishna has given them. So Krishna was taking the butter and also giving to monkeys. By the way, what's the time? When I speak on Krishna, I forget the time. Already? I haven't started Damodar Leela yet. 7:40. When did we start? What time we start? 6:40? 6:30? Only half an hour I have spoken. Are you sure? Tomorrow is Sunday. Is it okay if I continue? Or should I stop and continue for the next program? The pastime. How many of you wish that today only I should speak? Please raise your hand. I'm looking those who are not raising their hands. You didn't raise your hand.
He said, only today I should speak. So you should speak all the days.
Okay. No, in this pastime. Is it good to hear about Krishna? Yes. Especially his Vrindavan pastimes. So where were we? What monkey? Huh?
Feeding the butter.
Monkeys, yeah, monkeys were there. Krishna was eating and monkeys were there. So then he was feeding the monkeys and suddenly Yashoda came back. So Yashoda came to the room and she saw, what's this? The pot is broken, and then she could see the footprints of Krishna and she understood. And then Yashoda thought, okay, today he has done something. And then she said, let me go and see. So she took a stick in her hand to punish Krishna. Because as a mother, it was her duty to punish Krishna, otherwise he'll become a thief. So in future. So she took stick and she came and saw. So as she entered, Krishna was standing on the mortar and his back was there towards the gate towards the door where Yashoda was entering. And then monkey was there, right opposite. So monkey could see Yashoda, Krishna could not see. So he was busy taking the butter, giving, and suddenly monkey saw. And monkey signaled to Krishna in a special voice. Monkeys have special voices. Have you heard of monkeys' voices anytime? I remember I was staying one time in Vrindavan for a few months, and one monkey became very good friend of mine. So he used to come every day, and so I used to give him something. And sometimes I remember I used to sleep, and he used to come, and he knew that I'm sleeping, so he'll make very soft sound, just to tell me, okay, I'm here, give me. Otherwise they shout very loudly, they scream kind of thing. But he was staying so they know how to do. So the monkey saw Yashoda and he screamed, you can see it. Krishna understood, Yashoda has come. And he jumped and started running. And Yashoda thought, okay, he was stealing here the butter. And then she took the stick and she was running behind Krishna, started running. Now, it is said that Krishna was really scared. Kunti Maharani, she was there on the day when it was happening. So Kunti remembers this later, after the battle of Kurukshetra, when Krishna was about to leave and Kunti Maharani is offering prayers. Kunti remembers that. Gopya dade tvai kritagasidam tava yate dashashru kaliranjana sambhramaksham. She's saying, I saw that you were having tears in your eyes. You were so scared. Yad vibheti swayam bhayam. Fear personified is afraid of you, and you were afraid of Yashoda. She said, bewildering for me. I couldn't understand what is this happening. Krishna was scared. Really scared. Don't think that he was acting. Because Krishna forgets when he performs his pastime that I am the Supreme Lord, I am supposed to go back home, back to Godhead, this and that, I have to end my pastime. Everything he forgets. That is why sometimes Narad Muni has to come and remind him. It happened, he was performing pastimes in Vrindavan. He went on killing demons and this, and he was not going to Mathura. So Narad Muni came. And how can Narad Muni tell Krishna, oh Krishna, you are supposed to go? Krishna is Supreme Personality, Narad is a devotee. So how is he reminding? Narad Muni came, Krishna says, so Narad, how are you here? Narad says, I'm very, very happy today. Why are you happy, Narad? He said, just tomorrow I will see that you are going to Mathura. He's reminding. He said, tomorrow I'll see. And then I'll see you're killing Kamsa. And then Krishna says, okay, I'm going, don't worry. Thank you for reminding. Because he got so engrossed, he forgot that he has to kill Kamsa. And such nice, sweet, loving pastimes, who would like to go and start killing with all these things? So Krishna was actually afraid. And first time he saw the stick in the hand of Yashoda. Never. Yashoda loved him so much. She never even thought that I'll punish. But today, because he's stealing right here in front of my eyes, I have to do something. So first time he saw the stick in the hands. We sing in the Damodar Ashtakam. What is the first verse of Damodar Ashtakam? Rameshwaram Sachidanandarupam Lasatkundalam Gokule Brajamanam Yashoda Bhiyo Lukladhavamanam. So Yashoda Bhiyo Lukalada. First time he has seen the stick in the hands of Yashoda, Krishna was so scared and he started running. Small boy is running and Yashoda is also running behind. And now also Shukdev Goswami describes when Yashoda was running, she had flowers in her hair and they started falling down. But Acharya says this reason was different today. I mean this time. First time I gave you the reason. What was the reason? What did they think? Falling at the feet. Yashoda is such a great devotee. We are not supposed to be on our head. That was the reason. But now the reason was different. The flowers were falling. What was the reason? The flowers were thinking, Yashoda is not good. She's going to punish Krishna. We don't want to associate with such people. So let's go out. We are not going to be here. What is this? She's punishing first time. So Krishna was running, Yashoda was running behind. And Yashoda was a bit heavy. So she was not able to run very fast and Krishna was running fast. But then still Yashoda did not give up. Yashoda is an example for all of us that we should not give up on Krishna. We should not give up in bhakti. Keep running. Krishna makes you run. You'll think that what is the point? I have been following Krishna consciousness for 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, 50 years. I have not seen Krishna. Krishna is not in my heart. Still all these things are in my heart. Don't worry. Keep running behind Krishna. That is the message Yashoda is giving. Don't worry. Keep running behind Krishna. So she was running behind and Krishna was running all around in the house. She was running and Krishna was running. And then she started sweating. She was tired, but she did not give up. And Krishna saw that. So when Krishna saw that, he agreed to be caught. So Krishna sees our efforts, what we are putting in bhakti. Krishna sees how much endeavor, how much eagerness we have to achieve Him. And then He is agreeing to be caught. So that is why what we should do, never give up. Continue serving Krishna. Our target, our goal in the life should be, even we don't want to achieve Krishna. The goal in the life is keep serving Krishna throughout the life. Even if you are dying and somebody comes and says, oh, there's no one to do the arati, you should say, come on, I'm coming. I'll do the arati and then they'll go and die. That should be our goal. If you can do arati or if you can't, anyway. Prabhupada said this. Prabhupada said, I want to die like Arjuna, fighting in the battlefield, preaching. I don't want to die like, going somewhere and becoming Babaji and not doing. He said, I want to die like Arjuna. And Prabhupada did that. Till the last point where he could, he was preaching, he was translating the books. You can see those videos, he's lying, he doesn't have even strength to move his body and the mic is on his mouth and he's hearing, okay, speak. So somebody will speak the verse of Srimad Bhagavatam and Prabhupada will give the translation. Just imagine, till the last minute he was serving Krishna. He could have just given up. Okay, I'm not even able to move. How can I translate? And there's no need, I've already started such a big movement, I've done all my job, my duty, service, now it's enough. No. Till the last moment Prabhupada was serving Krishna, showing us that this is the purpose of life. He knew that he's going back home, back to Godhead, but he did not stop his service. So Yashoda kept on running and Krishna saw the effort. And sometimes Krishna makes you do that service. He's very happy. Just imagine, he could have thought, my mother, she's running behind me, I should not run. He said, no, keep running. He kept running. But when Yashoda was too tired, then Krishna decided to be caught. And then she caught. Acharyas explain that who's Krishna? Greatest of the yogis are not able to catch him. in their mind, in their meditation, with their all kinds of activities, they are not able to catch. But a simple lady like Yashoda caught Krishna. And this was out of love. And then she thought, okay, I have to do something. This is not enough. Because she thought that she saw she had stick in her hand. And Krishna was so scared. As soon as she caught Krishna, he was so scared. And you know, when you see a child, when he's too scared, then you don't do anything. Because many times it happens that the child is not able to breathe properly because of the fear. So Yashoda thought that I shouldn't be doing anything which may harm my child. So she immediately threw the stick, seeing that Krishna was very scared. But then she wanted to do something, some punishment. Okay, I'm not going to hit, but some punishment. So she said, this mortar is also equally punishable. Let me tie Krishna to the same mortar. So she tied him. Now tying also was wonderful pastime. Festival of ropes. It is said that Yashoda, Krishna was just a small child. What was the size of his waist? This much only, you know. Mutti mein aa jaya kamar itna hi tha. And so she thought, anyway, I have to tie him. So she took out some, you know, the ladies in the villages, you see, they have some kind of rope tied and there to tie their hair. She just took out that rope and she just tried tying Krishna. It was just 2 fingers short. So the rope came up to here, only 2 fingers short. So she was holding on to Krishna because she didn't want him to leave, again he'll run. So she looked here and there, and then there was a rope which was used to tie the cows. She took that rope, she took it like that. She took the rope, tied to this rope. Now you can imagine the rope was only 2 fingers short, and now here is a very long rope. She tied to it, and now again she tried tying Krishna. It was again 2 fingers short. Yashoda was amazed. What happened? But she wasn't scared. If anything like this happens to us, hum log to bhoot bhoot bolkar bhag jayenge. Nothing happened to her. She said, I have to tie him, whatever it is. That is why this rope used for tying cows. So Bilva Mangal Thakur, when he is writing this Govinda Damodar Madhaveti, he writes in that how Krishna was tied. Gokantha pashena nibadhyamanam. Gokantha pashena. The rope used to tie the cows, now they're tying Gopal with that. So then Yashoda took that, still short. Now Yashoda couldn't do anything. By this time, all the gopis came because they heard something special is going on. Yashoda is punishing Krishna. She has stick in her hand. Everyone came to see. And she was tying. And she told, go and get rope. So they looked, searched around, and they got 1 or 2 rope. Give it to her. She tied again, made it very long. Still, when she tried to tie, 2 fingers short. Please understand, the size of the waist was not increasing. Kamar ka kamra nahi ho raha tha. So it was same, small. But the rope was always 2 fingers short. So then it became a festival. The gopis were so happy, they ran to their houses just to get the ropes. Everyone was getting a rope, and she kept on tying the rope, and whenever longer, and whenever they used to tie, 2 fingers short. Acharyas explain that these 2 fingers represent our endeavor and Krishna's mercy. So when you put your endeavor, it is not complete unless the mercy is there. That is why 2 fingers short. So we should have this faith that we do our 100%. That doesn't mean, like many times people say, if Krishna's mercy is there, things have to happen, will happen. No. We have to put our endeavor. And when we put our endeavor, then Krishna's mercy comes. So don't think that you become lazy and Krishna's mercy will come. No. You put your 100%, then Krishna will send mercy, and that there will be perfection. Real success in life is not just by hard work, which we think. If it was hard work, then the person working on the road, doing a lot of hard work, he should be the most successful person in the world. It is hard work, definitely, but along with that, Krishna's mercy. So please understand, whatever we have, whatever talent we have wealth, we have influence, we have power, it is because of mercy of Krishna. And always be grateful to Krishna for that. This is the path of bhakti. Attitude of gratitude towards God is called bhakti. That's it. We just offer our gratitude to Krishna for what He has given us. Everything. So, finally when Krishna saw that Yashoda has been trying and not giving up, so he decided to be bound. And then he was bound completely. And then Yashoda was happy. Yes, I have done my seva. My seva was to tie Krishna. She was happy. And then she went inside to do her household work. She was there. And Balaram ji came. Till now Balaram was not there. All the friends came first and they saw Krishna tied. They were so happy, they started jumping and dancing. Wow! Just imagine Krishna was saying, hey, come on, open me. Nobody could release him. Because they knew Yashoda has tied. So they were like all scared not to go close also. But they were there laughing and all. Meanwhile, Balaram ji came. Balaram ji was so angry, he forgot that we are performing pastime. We are here as Krishna and Balaram as small children. He forgot everything. Seeing Krishna bound, he came into his Balaram form. Form means mood. And then he shouted loudly to the children always standing, who has done it? And the children were looking at Balaram. What happened to him? Why is he shouting? Maybe the sun is too hot or something like that. So they said, why are you shouting here? If you have strength, go inside. Tell Yashoda, she has done it. Balaramji didn't mind. He just went inside. He was so angry. How Yashoda can do that? And he went right in front of Yashoda. Just imagine Yashoda is mother. She has seen Balaram grown up. And Balaram stands in front of Yashoda and says, who has tied Krishna? Now, Yashoda looked at Balaram. What happened to him? He never spoke like that. And Yashoda said, I have done it. Tell me, what is it? He still was in that same mood. I am Bhagavan. So he said, do you know who is Krishna? Yashoda said, Acha, you are going to tell me who is Krishna? I have given birth to him. I am my mother. And you are asking me who is Krishna, do you know? So Yashoda said, no, I don't know. Tell me who is Krishna. He is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Bhagavan. She said, Acha, he is Bhagavan. Yes, he is Bhagavan. Acha, who are you? I am also Bhagavan. Actually, he was not lying. Balaramji is also Bhagavan, right? Chaitanya Charitamrita says there is no difference between Krishna and Balaram. The only difference is of color. So he said, I am Bhagavan. Yashoda said, Acha, you are also Bhagavan. He said, yeah. Yashoda took stick in her hand. He said, go away from here, otherwise I'll tie you also. सारे भगवानों को मेरे ही घर में पैदा होना था. Yashoda was. So then Balaram ji also kept quiet. He couldn't do anything, although he was shouting all these things. But when Yashoda's love is so great, the Balaram ji also kept quiet, stood there, and Krishna was tied. And then he performed a wonderful pastime, which we will speak in our next class. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna. Any questions, comments? When I speak about Krishna, I just forget everything. And so time also has to be seen. We all have to go back. Back means not back to Godhead right now, but Krishna is going to do wonderful thing. And the prayers, I wanted to speak on the prayers actually of Nalkuvar and Manigri. We'll speak next program, wherever it is. Okay, Hare Krishna. Tomorrow we have in the temple, right? Okay, we'll continue in the temple. Please come all of you to the temple tomorrow. 6 p.m. So we will continue this pastime. It's a wonderful pastime. There's still more to hear. Lot of things. It is only now he's bound. Now he's going to do a lot of things while being bound. He's going to cry. We'll describe about his tears tomorrow. So I'm very happy. This was a wonderful program and then no disturbance while speaking. That was one good thing. All of you were very quiet. I didn't hear any chairs being moved, anything here during the class. So thank you very much for nice arrangement. Any of you have anything to say before we do some kirtan? We have spoken about Krishna, heard about Krishna. Now we should glorify Krishna through kirtan. But any of you have anything before that? Any questions, comments? Sorry?
Wonderful. I really enjoyed it.
Thank you.
Comment.
Comment, acha. Okay, thank you. Yes, Ashish.
Prabhu, you said we should be grateful for everything we have. How do we practically be grateful to the Lord? Like we tend to forget, we just say thank you, but how can we practically be more grateful?
One practical way is to engage what we have in His service. That is very practical way, not just to go on saying thank you. But if you're grateful, then utilize that to bring people into Krishna, near to Krishna. That's one wonderful service we can do with whatever we have, our intelligence, our art, our talent, our wealth, etc. That is one way of showing gratitude to Krishna. Second way of showing gratitude is you become very serious in Krishna consciousness. If we know that Krishna has given us such facility, then we are not utilizing it, that means we are not grateful. So the another way of becoming grateful is that we become very serious, because that is what He expects. In Bhagavad Gita He tells us to do that. So then that is also a way of showing gratitude to Krishna. So one way is so you become yourself serious. Second is engage others. Utilize what you have in His service. Your talent, your body, your whatever you have. You can use it for service. That's also another way of showing gratitude. The third way is to follow or to help in the mission of his pure devotee, like Śrīla Prabhupāda. So he wanted us to read his books. Prabhupada always said that. So we should reading his, because he has taken such pain in writing these books and we don't read it. So what kind of gratefulness we have for Śrīla Prabhupāda? More than showing gratitude to Krishna, if we show it to Śrīla Prabhupāda, Krishna will be happy. So then reading his books, distributing his books, doing Harinam, what Prabhupada wanted us to do, that is a way of showing gratitude to Krishna. That Krishna, thank you, you sent Prabhupada in my life. So these are some of the ways we can show. Thank you. Any other question? Okay. Let's do some kirtan. Now engross in some nice kirtan and then we'll have prasad. Today is everything Krishna. Krishna Katha is Krishna. Krishna Kirtan is Krishna. Krishna Prasad is Krishna. So let's do. Are you all ready to do some kirtan or you're in a hurry to go back? How many of you are in a hurry to go back? Please raise your hand.
Guruji, one small question.
Yes.
What comes first? Is it worship, work, or family?
Worship, work or family. Thank you very much. What comes first? Or rather you're thinking whom should we give priority, right? Whether worship, work or family. I will say worship of Krishna is topmost, but we do that by doing our work very nicely, at the same time taking care of the family nicely. Because Krishna has given you the family. If you don't take care of the family, that is not worship of Krishna. So you should, if you want to do, because if you don't take care of the family, you will not be able to do the worship. So worship is top, but whatever helps in that worship, we do that also. So taking care of the family will help in worship. Doing proper work will help in worship. So all those things. So one is on top, but all others are also required. You cannot reject anything. They're interrelated. You will not be able to do worship if there is a problem in the family, right? Or if you're not getting proper business or work, then you will not be able to do. So all are interrelated, but the purpose is serving Krishna. The purpose is that, but others are interrelated. Thank you. Yes.
Nowadays, everything announced. Nowadays, everybody is looking after in the YouTube, Telugu pravachanalu named Garigapati Narasimha Rao. You might have known he is a pravachana. He will tell the pravachanam. In that he explained in one thing, Srimad Bhagavad Gita. In this he told one pravachanam.
You have a question or a comment?
Yeah, this is one pravachanam he told about the public. Everybody has to follow, and whenever when he get up early morning, he used to say first for his good. Listen, Śrī Kṛṣṇa Yadubhūṣana Narasaka Srungara Ratnakara Lokadrohi Narendra Vamsadhana Lokeswara Devata Niku Lokajana Goganardikarana Nirvana Sandayaka Nikan Rokeda Drumbave Bavalatan Nichanu Kampanidhi. If you when you get up, if you read this one, Śrī Kṛṣṇa will look after you to be as safe. He says this is the thing.
Thank you very much. Very nice. And if you don't remember all these prayers, you can just say Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. Right? Obviously, it's a long prayer, but if you remember, very nice. And if you don't remember, wake up and what do you say? Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. Earlier, it was said that when you wake up, you look into your hand, and what do you say? Karagare vasate Lakshmi Karamadhe Saraswati Karamule Govinda Prabhate Karadarshanam. So we were remembering Krishna. So if you don't remember that also, then at least Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. Wake up and say that. Thank you. Thank you for info. Okay, anyone else has comment or question? Yes.
My name is Sushma. I have a question.
Please.
We generally say that we love Krishna. We have this bhakti towards Krishna. How would we know? How do we realize God loves us?
Oh, very nice question. Did you hear all of you? Question. Her question is that we say that we love Krishna, etc. We do bhakti. And how do we know that Krishna loves us? We are loving, and if he's not reciprocating, what is the point? Very nice question. Thank you. When we do bhakti, if we are getting taste in bhakti, if we are getting encouragement to do more, that is one way he's showing his love to us. When we are hearing about him and we are getting attached to him, that is one way he's showing our love, his love to us. When we need him in the times where nobody is supporting us, when we don't have any other help, and when he sends someone out of the blue, he's showing his love to you, that yes, he loves you. So Krishna shows his love by various ways. Even like speaking Bhagavad Gita is one way of showing his love, because he doesn't want you to suffer here. He wants you to come out of it. And what is the way? So he's speaking Bhagavad Gita. He's loving us, that is why otherwise what was the need for him to come to this material world if he doesn't love us? He could have just left us rotting in this material world. I don't want to look at you. But he loves, and that is why he comes. He faces people who criticize him, like Shishupal. He was criticizing Krishna. Why he needs to hear? He's the Supreme Personality. Why does he come where people criticize him? I don't want to look at you. Even today we have people who say, I don't believe in God. Krishna tolerates everything just because he loves us. What to talk of people? Even we don't do bhakti the way He wants us to do. He still tolerates us. He does not give up on us. That is His love. So He gives Bhagavad Gita. That is His love. And from time to time He sends devotees like Śrīla Prabhupāda. There is no need for Him to send someone directly from His spiritual world here for people like us. We are like no one. But He cares for everyone. And He gives everyone a chance to come back to Him. That is His love. So He comes, that is His love. He speaks Bhagavad Gita, that is His love. He sends His pure devotees, that is His love. He protects us, that is His love. And whenever you need Him, like Draupadi, Krishna was not there. Krishna was in Dwarka and she was in Hastinapur. But still, when she called out to Him with complete surrender, Krishna came as the cloth, the sari. So this is how He shows His love. Right? Thank you. Okay, should we go